look at the Supreme Self-Knowledge. Who is that? Lord Hayagreevar. Devabrut refers to Indra. Devabrut Gurave means Indra's Guru, which is again pointing to Lord Vishnu. Krishna, who has been tending to the Krishna Avatār. You might have seen in many imagery videos and such that Krishna Avatār is always seen tending to cattle as the Gopa, who protects all beings. He can only be reached through wisdom. He cannot be known through a combination of karma and jnana. One who is not limited by time or one who has existed before anything else. There is always supremacy connected with knowledge and wisdom and not physical power as we know it in this earth. All knowledge comes together and takes one energy. What is Swargalokam? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Nārāyaneeyam, Jai Shri Ram. Welcome back to the Clay Studios oil painting vlog number 51 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography to paint 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu. While the painting is going on, I am also trying to understand the deeper meanings lying underneath these names with the help of scriptures from Sanatana Dharma. Whatever I am learning as an amateur, I am also trying to share with you via these weekly vlogs. In a typical vlog, you can expect that I am covering 10 of the names and their meanings and trying to take a tangential perspective, storyline from Sanatana Dharma. We have covered up to 490 names in the previous vlogs, and this vlog will cover 491 to 500. So actually we are in the halfway mark of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. So though it's just 10 meanings and their names and the tangential perspective, you will also notice that I'm frequently mentioning the previous vlogs. It is just because the names are thoroughly interconnected. So in case you want to understand more in depth and enjoy the meaning of it, also find something useful for your personal or professional life, I think it will make sense that you take a look at the previous vlogs and come back to this as well. With that, let's look at the plan for today. Today's plan, as I mentioned, we start with 491st name going on up to 500, and then we will look at the Supreme Self-Knowledge. Who is that? Lord Hayagreevar. Without much ado, let's get on to the names and the meanings first. Starting with the 491st name, Om Māhābhāratā Namaha. This refers to one whose greatness consists in his supreme self-knowledge. Of course, this is the topic that we are going to touch upon in a short while from now. 492nd name is Om Deveshaya Namaha, refers to one who is the Lord of all the Devas, being the most important among them. I think we have touched upon this name from different dimensions in the previous vlog. So we will move on to the 493rd name, which is Om Devabrut Gurave Namaha. So here Indra, we have touched upon the topic of who Indra is. Lord Indra governs all the Devas. He is responsible for all the Devaganas, all the you can think of as divine energies, yeah, and hence he is called the Devabrut. And here Lord Vishnu is the controller, or rather than the word controller here, the most appropriate meaning will be Guru is mentioned here. That is, Lord Vishnu is Indra's Guru. That is the reason why the name comes like this. Devabrut refers to Indra. Devabrut Gurave means Indra's Guru, which is again pointing to Lord Vishnu. The 494th name is Om Uttaraya Namaha. Uttaram, Uttara, Uttarina, anything in that meaning, it refers to something in the higher realm. So let's look at the meaning here for Om Uttaraya Namaha. The highest one, or one who is Uttarina or liberated from samsara. So you can always think of it as something higher in a, what do you call, a true practical meaning. But if you try to understand the deeper meaning, it could be, pointing to not just, higher from a level point of view, higher only because of the liberation the soul must have had from the samsara, the wheel, this life cycle. Yes, 495th name is Om Gopataye Namaha. Go refers to cow. And Gopataye Namaha, what is that? Here, it could be a couple of meanings. Gopataye Namaha points to Krishna, who has been tending to the Krishna avatar. You might have seen in many imagery videos and such that Krishna avatar is always seen tending to cattle as the Gopa. So that is also one of the meanings. And Gopataye Namaha also has inferences to being master of the earth or the great bull. And this is also a name that is going to be closely aligned with the supreme self-knowledge, Hayagreevar Avatar. In a short while from now, we'll also look at that. 496th name is Om Goptre Namaha. Again, this is very similar. Go, we know, could refer to cow. Or sometimes cow is also referred to as a symbolizing element of all living beings. Yeah. So here the meaning is one who conceals or protects all beings. Goptre Namaha refers to one who protects all beings. 497th name is Om Jnanagamyaya Namaha. Jnanam is wisdom. What is this name going to point to here? Okay, he who can be approached only through wisdom, cannot be known through a combination of karma and jnana. What could it mean? Yeah, he can only be reached through wisdom. He cannot be known through a combination of karma and jnana. So what else is needed? We will look at that in a little more detail, because that's again pointing to the Jnanamayam, the Hayagreevar avatar. So 498th name is Om Puratanaya Namaha. Okay, the literal meaning of Puratanam will be ancient, so we can say most ancient. There is also another dimension to this, one who is not limited by time, or one who has existed before anything else. So the timeless being is also referred to as Puratanaya Namaha. 499th name is Om Sharira Bhuta Brute Namaha. Shariram refers to the body, and Bhuta Brute, what could it mean here? Let's look at that here. This refers to the master of, what is that bhutas? 5 bhutas of the body. Master of the 5 bhutas in the body. Of the body. What is that? 5 bhutas we have touched upon in one of the vlogs. I cannot remember though. But we have talked about the 5 elements of nature. Yes. That is Prithvi, which is earth, Apa, which is water, Agni, which is fire, Vayu, air, and Akasha, this is space or ether. So all these are external or internal? We have touched upon this, but we will quickly go over here. It is also internal. Whatever you see as these 5 natural elements also are a combination that makes our body. You will see the liquid factor, there is the fire factor or metabolism and such, there is air, there is a lot of space in that koshas that we looked at in our body. So all these elements put together make our body, isn't it? So he is the master of this body. 500th name, the halfway mark reached, is Om Bhoktre Namaha. Om Bhoktre Namaha refers to one who eats and enjoys. That's really nice. But You can also take a deeper meaning to understand that one who protects or the enjoyer of infinite bliss. We have touched upon this topic. We have discussed this in the previous vlog very thoroughly. So I'm going to make a stop with the names and the meanings because we are now getting on to the supreme self-knowledge. This is to start with. Let me start with the prayer. Jnana Anandamayam Devam Nirmala Spatikakritam Ādhāram Sarva Vidyanam Hayagreevar Upasmake. So we are praying to that Jnana Anandamayam, which is, the supreme bliss, supreme happiness because of the wisdom. So there is always supremacy connected with knowledge and wisdom and not physical power as we know it in this earth, isn't it? So this is the supreme self-knowledge form of Vishnu that we are going to discuss. Hayagreevar avatar is this horse-faced avatar of Sri Vishnu. How is he, depicted in Māhābhāratā, Shānthi Parva, Moksha, Dharma, Nārāyaneeyam, Adhyāyam 357. So the painting itself will show resemblance of all these elements that we have just discussed in how exactly he is the embodiment of supreme self-knowledge. You will see the whole body of Sri Vishnu in this avatar in a bluish green hue. That is the first thing that you notice. Spatikam. I think it can be referred to as translucent white or bluish green hue, but you will see that in a typical prism that you hold, you can see through and you can see that bimba or the rays of different sun rays or light passing through in different colors and the vibrant colors. So that is the embodiment of knowledge, transparency, translucency. Practical aspect of knowledge is that it's not trying to hide something from somebody. So there is no secret about it. The wisdom is out there, and those who are in the higher realm of wisdom find it comfortable to maneuver through, and that you can think of it as a prism. So if a knowledgeable person you meet, you can see through your thoughts through him or her in different dimensions. He will help you or she will help you see through different perspectives of a particular concept. So that's the embodiment of this Hayagreevar avatar, the prism point of view. So whatever you see in imagery has a deeper meaning. That is the first aspect of supreme self-knowledge, and you will see that he is the source of Vidya. So he is the source of all kind of Vedas or all kind of education, knowledge, and that makes the shape of his body. That was very difficult for me to paint on, so I had really tried to use some imagery around the clothing to show that as well. But to be honest, you can imagine that when all knowledge comes together takes one energy, it will have the speed, it will have that horsepower. So that's how we could imagine. We always try to give it a human form for our easier understanding, but this is the next level of understanding of it. And like I mentioned, the third point comes to the horse face itself, up to the neck and a human body. We want to give a human body for us to easily interpret and understand and such, but the horse face has a very deeper meaning out there. So the moment all wisdom consummates into one and one energy, look at the speed and potential in which it will operate, and that will be a horsepower. We always, refer to horsepower for our cars or any other, moving machinery for that matter, isn't it? So that's the horse image, and you will see that there is a beautiful coolness about him, and that coolness is represented by the moon-like aura where he sits on. The head of Hayagreevar is meant to have the Swargalokam and the Nakshatra Mandalam. What is Swargalokam? Swargalokam, you can say heaven, yeah. Nakshatra Mandalam, all the stars. So all these star alignments are also consummated within this energy. We try to put a picture again of an imagery of something that is easier for us to interpret. But just imagine all the cosmos, all these stars and galaxies, sitting around his head, because he is actually kind of controlling it through the wisdom. Yeah. So that's about his head. His hair is that beautiful sun rays. So from where is all the energy dissipating into us, into the earth or any other planet? Can you imagine? It's all coming from the sun. We need that vitamin D, the sun rays, the warmth to flow through in our lives to give us the needed energy. So it's all dissipated through a very simple way. A centroid is the sun. We also looked at the sun in a great detail in one of the vlogs, isn't it? So next comes the forehead of the Jnana Anandamayam Supreme Self-Knowledge, that is Hayagreevar. The earth is his head in a way. So he is the forehead in a way. So he is taking on, I have tried to depict it as the central point of the eyebrows, in the eyebrows. But then, yeah, you can imagine the whole earth is taking a form on this embodiment where he is using the earth as a centroid in his head, and through his thoughts engaging all of us within the earth to operate in a certain way. Then his eyebrows are, Ganga and Saraswati rivers. This is, you can always infer the eyebrows as the Jiva Nadi, or the life-giving energy, the water element. Okay, the earth element. We just talked about the 5 elements of the body, isn't it? Yes, that's also connected. So the earth element was in the forehead, and then comes the beautiful, water element in his eyebrows, if you can imagine. Then we have the eyes itself. One is sun and another is moon. So you see that warmth of the sun and this nice cold, energy, cooling energy of a moon simultaneously coming in balance. It must be in a balance for us, isn't it? If we have countries where there is imbalance, and we know what happens also, isn't it, to our body when we have too much of sun on a longer day. How do we feel? And when we have during winter times, we do have very, very shorter span of a daylight, and that also affects our body. So we know what is imbalance at a basic level in our body, isn't it? So that balance is what is coming through the both the eyes. His nostrils is the Sandhya Kalam, or the beautiful evening sky, you can imagine. His thoughts is always the Omkaram, the Pranavanadam. Omkaram is the Au and Ma sounds. You can always think of it as the primordial sound coming out of the cosmic system altogether. So it's not a sound that we make. You can actually listen to the sound in many different forms, consciously, unconsciously. When the wind is blowing, when there is a lot of wind blowing, when there is huge tidal waves, anything for that matter, a bird singing, you can always see a kind of or sense a kind of tonality, and everything will come and converge into the ah, oo and ma sounds that we are making. And when we combine that together, there is a different alignment, and of course the alignment shifts slightly here and there, but then overall you will sense that sound. So there is also the sound element. And then his tongue is the lightning that comes, when we see thunder and the lightning. Yeah, so that's the lightning. The teeth is our Pitru Devatas. The teeth of the horse faced energy, supreme self-knowledge, is the Pitru Devatas. Pitru Devatas are our forefathers, ancestors. So we believe that we have talked about this many times, that we always consummate into that supreme energy. So the belief is that the people that we know as our family members who have passed on, our loved ones who have passed on, have found a place within that supreme energy, and we want to depict it in the form of the teeth of the horse. I'm trying to understand and imagine that it could be from the point of view of, to mull into the knowledge. The teeth is also, needed to chew into something. So to mull into the knowledge, the first people that we connect with will always be our ancestors. This is my interpretation, although, the meaning itself, has very thorough, detailed understanding going forward. So upper lips of the horse is the Golokam, the world of cows. Remember, we talked about Gopataye Namaha, Goptre Namaha. So these are, pointing to the master of this earth, or he is the one herding. If you can imagine that, the world is there, the earth is there, there is this water element, there is the warmth and cold that is being given, and there is this beautiful evening effect that is there. There is always support from the Pitrus, the ancestors, and then comes the leader of the cows, or can we say leader of any living being. Yeah, so that's why he is keeping it as a part of his upper lips. The lower lips is Satyalogam, the logam of Brahmaji. Neck itself of the Hayagreevar refers to the neck. Neck itself is an embodiment of this night sky. Night sky has so many interesting elements into it. Yeah, the hand of, if now let's come down to the body, we are looking at from top bottom, isn't it? So the body itself, you look at the right lower hand, it has a Vakya mudra. This is a Vakya mudra, and it has a pinkish red hue in the hand, the palms. This Vakya mudra refers to you can think of it somebody painting, or you can think of it as somebody writing something on us. Yeah, so he is the one actually trying to give away the knowledge and wisdom in parts and pieces through the Vakya mudra, this symbol. The lower left hand is always holding a book, so it's a book of knowledge, summarizing everything in terms of wisdom in a format that is easily digestible to us humans. Maybe the upper right hand, again you will see that it's holding a spinning chakra that is actually providing the warmth to Lakshmi Devi, Vidya Lakshmi Devi. You will see that is seated. So the feminine form of the knowledge is also equally seated within in that form. Yeah, so there is always the masculine and the feminine in equality mentioned in Sanatana Dharma. This runs through at the as a red thread within. And then you will see the left upper hand holding the Shankam or Panchajanyam, spraying the Tirumanjanam, or the sprinkling the positive energy through for Lakshmi Devi. So Shankama Chakram we have also covered in the previous vlogs. Moving on to Lakshmi Devi herself, being Vidya Lakshmi Devi, being seated on the left lap, is a symbolization of the divine feminine, or of the knowledge energy taking that equivalent form and being seated. And they are all seated in this. They both are seated in this beautiful white lotus. So the whole summarizing, the symbolizing, if you look at, has the deeper meaning and the combination of the 10 names that we looked at, how he assembles every element in the cosmos and has it as a part of his body, as his element, as his own soul, to engage within and engage without. So this is a beautiful, easily understandable format of Hayagreevar that we use. But essentially, the supreme self knowledge, where is it all coming from? Is it coming from just one scripture? No. Is it coming from just understanding the earth, or just the waters, or just one of the elements? No. It's the culmination of all these energies sitting together, isn't it? So that's the summarizing way of a supreme self-knowledge. In practical world, you will see that there are people who are polymaths. Yeah. So the more a person gains knowledge, prapancha knowledge, yeah, the more and more a person tries to connect dots. In management schools, we also try to understand a case study from 360-degree perspective. What does it mean? Okay, what all can be the root cause of a particular problem, or is there any other threat or opportunity coming out of a particular case study or such. So these are practical ways that we do today to understand that. But if you just extrapolate all these practical management case study learnings, or the polymaths you might have met, everything is expanding knowledge, isn't it? The more you expand the bandwidth, you come back to this point, because there was one topic we touched upon, Jnana Gamyaya Namaha. He can be approached only through wisdom, or cannot be known through only karma or jnana. So only action or only knowledge will not help, and he can only be known through wisdom, means action and the learnings, theory, practice needs to converge somewhere, and expansion of knowledge is through understanding, getting more and more perspectives, listening to, even let it be controversial, try to understand what the other person is trying to say. Where is the thought coming from, rather than why is he saying that, So all these will bring us close to this supreme self-knowledge. That is the overall summary that I have tried to decipher so far. Please do share your thoughts on this supreme self-knowledge. How do you see it? What else should be a part of the supreme self-knowledge according to you? Or is there any other scripture that you have read, any other thought process that you might have come across? Please do share the same in the comments. Until we meet in the next session, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.